I have learned a lot of things from being in band. I have learned a lot of self-responsibility, what good friendships are and what good humble people are. I'm very grateful for band for teaching me all of that because I know I wouldn't have gotten it anywhere else.
It's become my family. Like, this is my second home now. I've grown so close to all the people in band, and I've made a lot of really long-lasting friendships because of it.
Being part of band has taught me the importance of working towards something that you love. It has taught me how to manage my time, and it has taught me to put my all into something that isn't always number one in everybody's eyes, but it's number one in my eyes, so it means a lot.
Band has taught me to do many, many things. It also has taught me to... I suck. I'm like... it has taught me to manage my time as well. It also has taught me to open my eyes into new music and to different styles of music and what really music does to people in certain times of the day and how they're feeling.
Being a part of band, honestly, for the most part, brought me a lot of really good relationships that are going to last me like a lifetime, and that I can say I appreciate the most besides playing really high class, good music and just getting to get experience, like learning to become a better person throughout like the program and all my years, like maturing and stuff. Something I'll probably take away is honestly just to shut up and not saying anything when certain situations come around where you can get in trouble. So that was a big one for me.
Being a part of band has taught me to take every moment at a time and not stress over the little things.
Well, I learned how to push myself and like to do something, because sometimes I would just want to quit, and Chloe always pushes me, or someone does.
What I learned?
And what it meant
I
to you.
learned that I really love marching band, and I really miss Alex.
It's just been like a second family for all of us, I think.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We all have some people we can rely on, and it's brought out the best qualities in all of us.
Mm-hmm. You learn a lot of things that you never would have picked up on, like how to deal with people and how to appreciate what you have.
And you learn a lot of things about yourself too, and how to like recognize when you're not doing the best, and how to like kind of pull back or shoot for more.
Taking criticism.
Yeah.
It's taught me that hard work pays off in the end.
In band, mostly the number one thing I learned is just to push yourself harder and harder. Try to beat those limits and try to just get better as a person.
Band teaches you so many things, and it gives you a lot of friends, and it gives you a lot of memories that you can cherish forever.
So what it's meant to me is just a place to call home. It's very rare that you have an activity that, especially in school, where you could go into the first day of school and kind of like already have a group of friends and that network of people to have a second family, like a second home outside of home,
I don't know, I've learned that like you can't let like little things affect you, if that makes sense. I learned I learned to be humble.
Well, it's like being a part of a family. It's a really big family, and it's been really fun because we always do all these weird, crazy things sometimes, and they're all really weird, and I love it.
I learned that sometimes you won't always get what you want, but you get great experiences from it.
I learned discipline, and I learned to arrive stuff early. Sometimes. I learned to arrive to places earlier.
Being a part of band has taught me that I can find a family wherever I go, especially because I just moved here and it's a brand new experience, and I was pretty scared, and I fit in automatically with all the other band kids, and it felt like home to me. So it meant a lot to me.
Band for me has been like a second family, and I've learned to be more outgoing and to put myself in situations where I'm less comfortable.
Band has just been like my passion since middle school, and it's been like an outlet for all my creative energies. All my best friends are in band, and I'm just really thankful to everyone for everything.
I would say band for me has meant just creating memories with people that are amazing and bonds that you'll never forget.
Band's been an amazing experience for me since middle school, getting to play oboe for the first time and then just growing that talent. I've learned that I have a love for music, not just playing my instrument, but also arranging, composing. And I've met a lot of wonderful people in band that have let me become a better leader and teacher. And I found I also have a passion for teaching and for leading. And I'm excited to see how that all plays into my future.
My favorite memory of band is going into the stands and doing stand dances with the band and guard.
My favorite memory of band is every single initiation ever, whether it was food getting dumped on me or me dumping food on someone else. It's great to just like let loose with all my friends.
Senior night, when I got to walk along that stadium, I felt like I had accomplished something, and shaking Estelle and Mr. Alvarez's hand just it let me know that I'm gonna make it and I'm gonna go far.
So we were on our way to Vieira for playoffs, and it was me, Raina, Evan, Kat on the bus, and it was like a 4-hour drive or something like that. And we're driving, and Raina and I are asleep, and Kevin like jolts us awake. He's like shaking us. He's like, guys, look. And we're like, what? And he goes, look, moo-moos, moo-moo-moo, moo-moo. And it was the funniest thing. Like, you had to be there. Like, we were cracking up, like crying. It was great.
Playing at Carnegie Hall. Just because when you walk on stage, the feeling that you get when you play your first note, you do your warm-up, it's beautiful. And it's something that I don't think anybody who performed there is ever going to forget. And then the way that as you play your last note with the resonance, it's there forever. That was beautiful. That's my favorite memory.
My favorite memory of band was probably playing Tritico junior year. It was like a super hard timpani part in the end, and I used to not be able to change pitches without doing it good. So like on the day of MPA, like Blake had really bad timpani, and I was trying to like figure everything out the day of, and like me and Joe had like sticky notes and putting everything together, trying to like make sure that it was gonna come out good. And then like the time came around, and I like had my moment where like I had a solo in the piece, and then I got all the notes right, and then after like all the percussion like freaked out because I did it, and that was a good moment. Another favorite memory I have being in the band was when, our drum captain, the greatest example ever, decided to jump over the prop, Caden Forey, shout out to you, big dog. And then Austin did it after him, and Javon had it on video, and Austin broke it. And even though it wasn't funny at the time and it was damaging property, I understand. But it was like a funny moment when Alvarez like talked to us after and stuff. And like, I don't know, I'm just gonna miss like, not vandalizing property or breaking property, but just maybe don't put that.
Anywhere where Mr. Alvarez wasn't looking. No, I'm joking.
When Sean McNair wore 2 left shoes to the Wiregrass competition, and I couldn't stop laughing. That was so funny.
My favorite memory of band is after tarpon, we always get kettle corn. Thank you, Mom and Dad.
Alright, my favorite memory of band is my freshman year when Rob got really mad at me because I missed my spot on the field for like the 100th time in a row.
You too.
And he had a binder, and he slammed the binder down on the floor and screamed Charlie.
And broke it.
And broke the binder.
Yeah. Well, my favorite memory was last year when we went on Subble. Abdil farted during the melodic warm-up, and we laughed the entire time, and then the whole section got chewed out by Alvarez because we didn't play at all during the warm-up the whole time.
My favorite memory was this winter concert. It was dead silent auditorium right before the jazz band was about to play, and Mr. Roberts was counting us off, and then Jonah ripped the fattest one ever, and half the jazz band was laughing, and we couldn't play the beginning of the piece. You're welcome, Jonah.
2 years ago, something pretty similar happened, and it was at Jazz MPA, and David Tomlinson was our lead trombone at the time. And first of all, he had forgotten all of his music already. Second of all,
I was supposed to bring my originals and I didn't.
Yeah, no, and then we're right in between pieces, and it's like in the middle of the concert, and right during our slow piece, he just could not stop farting, and he was trying to like make it so chill, but he couldn't, and everyone was laughing, and it was like during this beautiful piano solo or something, and we were just all like...
No, mine isn't about farts. I just remember getting 6th place at States last year, and like the whole band was like, oh my god, like we never thought we would like ever, awesome. We never thought we would like, ever like get that far up or that close to States, and it was like a 10th or like 100th of a point that we missed it by, and everyone was like, oh my god, it's so close.
Peyton, let's have you dismiss. She said, good day to be a cowboy.
I said, good day to be a cow, and everyone starts laughing at me. I'm like, what did I do wrong? I don't.
So much confidence.
And then he made me. I know, and then he made me do it again the right way.
Yeah.
Stepping out onto Carnegie Hall for the first time, just like seeing, I didn't realize how big it was going to be. It was huge, and you stepped out and it like took my breath away. It was really cool.
That's cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one of my favorite ones, and most percussion drumline already know this, is when I fell down during a during a practice on the driver's ed field, and as I fell down, as I was trying to get back up, Austin tried to help me up, and I took his bass mallet. So he had to do the rest of the run of the show without a bass mallet. And also, as I fell, I broke the tenor harness. So,
because last year it was during lunches. All the lunches really are the funnest. Some really good memories. But especially last year, when me and Mikey decided to take cymbals and throw them back and forth to each other while you guys were playing across the lunchroom.
I remember the video. It was like a good like.
Oh yeah, of course it was recorded. You know, Javon probably did that. Javon probably recorded it. Would I do it again? Probably not.
Well, it's not my favorite, but everyone roasts me on it, so I might as well say it. Because if I don't say it, everyone's gonna be upset. Okay, so like sophomore year, I was like chilling, and then Mr. Arbus was like, "What's your number?" And I'm stupid because I was a sophomore, and I was like, "My number," and he was like, "Yeah, you're numbered, so obviously it's your dot card number." But I sat there and I was like, 813, and then everyone made fun of me, and I have freshmen who make fun of me, and they weren't even there. So, favorite memory.
My favorite memory was freshman year, and I had never really passed out before, but one day it was like super hot outside, and I was standing in between two upperclassmen, and I looked at them and I was like, I feel really heavy, and they were like, girl, you weigh 92 pounds. And I was like, no, that's not what and then I passed out. And then Sammy came up to me and he put like a cold towel on my neck, and then I woke up and I was like, I'm ready to go. And he's like, sit down. And I was like, okay. So that was my favorite memory.
One time in concert band, I was playing the bassoon, and I was like, it's really packed, like when you're in such a big band. And like we're all playing and we're like doing warm-ups and stuff, and all of a sudden like I feel myself tilting a little bit, and the whole chair and bassoon and myself fell onto ground, but it was like slow motion, so nobody like noticed until like Alvarez was conducting. He was like, Madison, are you okay? And then I was like, the bassoon's okay, and he's like, that's not what I was asking. I was like, oh, okay.
You hit every step.
Oh, it felt so. That was fun.
During marching season, near the end of the season, we had some of those cold practice days. And on one of the cold practice days, it was one where I think it might have been the coldest. Everyone was wearing pants. Everyone was wearing jackets. You brought hand warmers. Okay. It was like at first it wasn't that bad, but as the sun set and the longer we stayed there, we were done. It was cold. Lights went out. And as we were packing up, Andrea, who doesn't march, was at the sideline. We're like, Andrea, what are you doing here? It's good to see you. And she goes, I brought hot chocolate. And she had a Gatorade cooler full of hot chocolate, and it was warm and hot, and it was wonderful. And she had styrofoam cups and just served it to anyone. Besides, not even the flutes, she served it to anyone that came up. It was just such a sweet moment. Thank you, Andrea.
Freshman and sophomore years, before any marching competitions, we'd take rides in the trailers in the back of the trucks, and just hanging out there, watching the band before us perform, and then just driving up and watching all the fans pass by, because we're in the back of this huge truck with our instruments and the rest of the front ensemble right behind us. It's just an awesome feeling getting ready to perform.
Mine would be when my mom walked with me senior night. She usually doesn't make it to most things because she works, so it meant a lot for me for her to be there. And then I think it was Wiregrass my sophomore year, first time, because our competition for Durant got canceled, so I think Wiregrass was the next one. So I remember, and it was my first year of band, and we were walking onto the field for awards where we usually group up, and this one girl was like, you guys are Gaither? Whoa! And she totally fangirled, and it felt great. I was like, this is it. You felt like a superstar. It was great.
This is Dr. Lorenza. Charlie, what are you doing? You sound too sharp. All right, trumpets, you sound a little bad. Evan, you're sticking out too much. Leslie, play that for me. Okay, that was a little, you out of tune.
Mine is also Mr. Lorenza. Your shot, pull out.
Why you blowing up, little twin? It's easy. Why you sound so bad today? Have those get 2 beats in America, Charlie.
Mine was Mr. Dick on the marching field, and he'll be like, "What are you doing? Oh my." Okay, run it back. Who's not listening? Alvarez, run it back. And then Alvarez will be like, huh? Okay, water break. And then he's like, oh, forget it.
Alright, mine is Alex. Be proactive, not reactive. Hearts on fire, mind on ice. Energy!
Estelle kind of goes every day, happy Monday, happy Tuesday, happy Wednesday, happy Thursday, happy Friday.
Oh, mine wasn't like, because like Mrs. Dell, it's not even like what she does, it's like, so like we'll like play something completely wrong and she'll sit there and she makes this face and she's like, and then she does it every single time, and she's like, she's like, oh, Flutes, can you play this for me? And it's like really out of tune, and she sits there and she goes, we'll hit that on Monday. Every time.
Sammy, we have he's up at the top of the stands, of course. He's like, Alec, your feet suck.
Alec, your feet suck. Pedro, I love you, but if you do it one more time, I'm gonna curse you out.
So why the hell?
So why the hell? So why the hell?
Are those my $50 Timpani mouse being used? Why the hell did you decide to do that? Oh, yeah, that's a good one too.
Blueberry, blueberry, blueberry. Scooby Dooby, Scooby Dooby Doo, Scooby Doo, Scooby Doo.
Apple, rhubarb, pie.
I spent $2,000 on these PVC pipes.
He said 10,000.
Oh yeah,
he was
$10,000.
like, these PVC pipes cost $10,000, and you know, you guys just don't understand what you're doing. Like, you guys you don't think, you just do.
I'll wait.
But no one's talking either.
It's just silent. Wait, go silent. I'll wait. I mean, if you guys want to be in a mediocre band, we could be a mediocre band. It's like, that's your choice. This is your band. It's not my band.
So mine is Mr. Alvarez and we're in one ensemble. Alright, ready? Go down the line. Da-da-da-da. 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 You better have that learned by Tuesday. Okay.
My advice to underclassmen would be to enjoy every moment because it's not gonna last, and like, don't hold grudges with people. So yeah.
When you first come in, just like be yourself and don't be really shy.
Just strive to do more. Like, even if like you think you're doing enough, you could always be doing something else, and it would always help you in the future.
Advice to any underclassmen: just have fun with it. Just enjoy every single moment of what you put into, like the practices and all the competitions. You've worked hard for it.
Don't be afraid to put yourself out there and really just, go for it. Whatever it is you're trying to achieve, if you want to be in a leadership position or just making new friends and stuff, don't be afraid to talk to people and meet new people.
Don't take everything too seriously. Enjoy your time being in band. Don't let anyone discourage you from what you want to do. If you want to be drum major, be drum major. If you want to be section leader, do that. If you don't want to do anything, do your own thing and just play your instrument and do it. Don't let people influence you in the wrong ways. Stay true to yourself, be humble.
My advice to underclassmen is to enjoy every moment of band. Enjoy all the rehearsals, all the practicing like at home. Enjoy every competition and every concert, because it's something you're never going to get back. These 4 years, they really go by so fast.
A lot of it is really just to have fun in your own time. Even if there's sometimes there's rough times through marching season or marching practice or just practice in general, always find a way to have yourself to, have some fun. And always just listen to what these instructors say, because all in all, they know what's right.
Definitely take advantage of every moment that you have in the program. Every day that you think like, oh my God, this sucks and I don't feel like doing this anymore, like, I already miss it and I'm not even out yet, and I'm just like, dang, like all these kids that are getting ready for the next outdoor season and I'm here like, okay, I'm done, like I have nowhere else to go after this. Just take advantage of every moment that you have, like even if it seems like you're doing something really tedious and something you've done a million times over again, I promise you you're gonna miss it once you leave and you can't do it anymore. So that's my advice to you guys.
Once you're a senior, don't let like senioritis wear you down. Like the year goes by a lot faster than you think. Like in the moment it feels awful, but then like at the end of the year you realize that was really fast and it was like your last chance to do things. So
Yeah, before you like do anything in front of a lot of people or like an instructor or anything, like ask yourself what your mom would think before you do it. That would get you pretty far.
Yeah, that's a good one.
For me, I would say like being a part of band isn't about being the best or being like putting yourself ahead of people. It's about working with everyone that you have and making music and having a really good time. So don't focus on so much on these like trying to be in leadership positions. Like of course go for it, but don't like base your whole like sense of self off of that. Like just try and have like really have a good time and make the most out of it.
Yeah, I would say like don't take it too seriously. Take your skill seriously and yourself seriously. Like do the best you can, put your best self forward, but don't. What?
I'm sorry, I'm still thinking about the Albert's impression.
Xavier.
We gotta restart.
No, it's okay. Just cut to this part. Put your best self forward, but don't get to the point where you're putting unnecessary pressure on other people.
Once you get to your senior year, it really hits you that like these are the last times you're gonna hang out with these friends probably for a long time, and so just make sure you're appreciating what you have. Enjoy every football game, and just live it up.
Have fun. That's all band is about. Just have fun and just work hard, play hard, and you'll be fine.
I would say don't take it so seriously, but like just have like a good experience. Like
Have fun.
Yeah, have fun
doing the right thing.
Yeah, have fun doing the right things. There you go.
Making music and making a product.
Enjoy
and
like the moment.
Yeah. Try to use rehearsals as like not something to stress you out even more. Like, oh God, I've had a horrible day all day and now I have to go to rehearsal. But more as like, oh God, I've had a horrible day. Now I could have an activity and friends where I could like take my mind off of that bad day. You know.
Yeah.
And also just to take every little moment in when you can. Little things to a little joke someone says to like a water break and you're like, dang, the sky looks really pretty, you know, taking pictures and stuff like that. Just take those moments in.
Like for the seniors coming up, like really like soak it in. Like I like regret, like there's been like days in rehearsal like I was just like mad or like I was excited about something else that isn't band related that just like really got me upset. And, like I regret those days that like I wish I just like let it go for just like those like 3 hours or just like however long the rehearsal was, because like I look back at I like regret like some rehearsals I had where I was just like upset because like I'm not gonna have another band camp or like another like gender bender day or something like that.
Upcoming seniors, get your stuff in on time because that really helps. I think just enjoy your senior year because it's the last one you'll have with all your friends and stuff and your little family.
Don't talk ever. Like don't ever speak. If you think you can talk, don't. Unless everybody else is talking, don't talk. Because you probably get called out. That's fine. Nothing personal.
Mine is to make sure that if you're doing marching, which, you know, go ahead, do it. It's fun. Always drink water. Please. Like, all
bring your own water.
Bring your own water
yeah.
and always drink water because if you don't drink water, you're out like a fly. I've seen flutes, like, in the rows just drop. Just, like, drop while we're going. So, like, that's, like, seriously. That's good.
Yeah, bring your own water.
And bring your own.
Bring your own.
Okay.
Own.
Huh?
Do what you love and don't stop dreaming. Don't let your dreams die. Accomplish them, follow them. Don't be scared to get behind the wheel and drive. It's your life.
Don't be scared to talk to seniors. I know when I came in as a freshman that I looked at these seniors and I'm like, oh my God, they're literally adults, which they are. But like now that I'm a senior looking at the freshmen, like it's not what I thought it was. I thought they just like looked down on freshmen, just like, yeah, you suck, but it's not.
My advice would be, even when moments suck, like during marching season when just like you're tired and you don't want to be there, to find ways to make it fun and to enjoy it, because especially now that we're almost done with our senior year, sometimes I look back, I'm like, I could have, you know, had a little more fun during that hot practice. And it makes the whole band experience more fun if you just like put aside like it's hot or I don't want to practice and you just make something fun out of it. It makes it so much more memorable.
To first thank Carissa. Carissa, I love you. Thank you for all the late night phone calls until literally like 2 a.m. all the time. Thank you for giving me advice and just listening to me all the time. Alani, we've been good friends for I want to say like 2.5 years now. You are such a great person, so kind and so smart and sometimes funny, I guess you could say. My best friend Haley, she's still my best friend to this day. I love her so much. Krista, you and I have been friends for a long time, since volleyball. Rosa, I love you so much. You're so kind. Peyton, love you, girl. Perla, you're literally the love of my life. Please marry me. I love you. Jenna, Sophia, Bridget, you guys are my absolute best friends and I love you so much. There's not a day that I'm not thankful for you guys. You guys truly allow me to be myself and just broaden my horizons, and you guys are my best friends for life.
I would like to thank my boys Javon King, Austin Grantham, Jimmy Keogh, Jacob Nieves, and all the battery. I would like to thank Cleo Waters-Canise for dealing with me for the past 2 years. Thank you, babe. I'd like to thank Izzy, my tech, who always, believed in me and gave me a shot back in the day, sophomore year when I used to be cheeks at snare. So thank you to him. Shout out to Caden, my old drum captain, Steven Slay. Chimo, my best friend last year. Chimo, bro. Samario, I miss you, dog. You're a brother to me, and you're the one that gave me the title of GOAT this year. And that's going to be passed on to my boy Edgar Zambrana. Love you, Papi. All y'all do good next year. Love you guys.
I'd like to thank everybody. If I ever asked you how to do something, you've helped me. I'd like to thank you. Goes to staff, Joey, all them, I'd like to thank the PFOS, Ride or Die since 7th grade. Let's go. Come on. You know who you are. Everybody in percussion, just for always joking around, always cutting up, never taking anything seriously, unless it's time to clobber, because then it's clobbering time. But other than that, just having fun and enjoying. I'd like to thank the past seniors, Caden, Samario, Hendrick, all of y'all. Thank you for teaching us, what to do, setting the example, and hopefully us seniors now set the example for y'all.
I just want to thank Ms. Dell first of all, because she really improved my skills, and she helped me out with college and everything. And then Mr. Alvarez for first emailing me for being part of the band, and then all the clarinets.
I want to thank Mr. Johnson for always taking pictures of me for 3 years. I want to thank past alumni for always having my back and being my good friends. I want to thank the trumpet section because you guys are weird, but I love you, and you make being in band a lot better. I don't think I could be a part of any other section. I want to thank Tim because he's been by my side my last year and made me happy when I lose patience during practice. But yeah, thank you for everyone in the band for being awesome and making me feel at home.
I want to thank my friends because they always help me through a lot of things and pushes me and then supported me.
Evan for just being Evan. Danielle for being a big suck up. And Chloe, you're right there. Sandra, you too. And then Alex for being my favorite instructor and the best person ever.
So I would first like to thank Mr. Lorenzo for made me cry multiple times, kind of being mean, but I still love him though. And for calling me Bailey all the time. I'm not Bailey. I'd like to thank Mr. Alvarez for being our teacher for 4 years and pushing us to be better. All of my friends who, clearly I said earlier that I have no friends not in band, so all my friends are in band, and everyone has supported me, listened to me complain the late nights of the hour, whatever. All the trumpets for being awesome, especially this year, my first year being a section leader, they were the best section ever, and I never thought I'd be able to do that, and they're really awesome for that. Charlie, being right there. Sandra, you're part of my friends. So.
I think we all just want to thank our friends
for
being there for us and making band the fun part, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I want to thank Ms. Dell, Mr. Alvarez, and the other instructors for helping me become a better musician these past 4 years and for teaching me good characteristics like responsibility.
Yeah, I want to thank Mr. Alvarez, Ms. Dell, all the marching staff for just helping me get past all these years. It's been a really good ride, and I'm going to miss all of you. I want to thank all the percussion staff, those Sammy and Mr. Stacy, Zarek, all the staff there. They're the ones who really pushed me harder over these years. And it's really paid off, and I really want to thank all of them. And I also want to thank percussion, drumline, all of them. My brother staying by me this whole ride. I love it. Thank you guys.
The bass line, I love you guys, even though we did bump our heads. The mellow section, I love you guys. You guys really teach me how to like just be funny. Like you guys are just so funny. Oh, the whole percussion section. When I came to the section, my like incoming junior like just like welcoming me. Jamie, I love you too. Thank you for everything. Oh, Lena and Gianna. I treat you guys like as like really enjoy like being in band. Oh, I forgot to include a cymbal line. Thank you for letting me lead. We all know like we had a lot to go for improvement. Like end of season, I was so proud of every single one of you guys. It really blows my mind how good you are. Thank you for all the staff members. A special thanks to Mr. Stacy. Thank you for giving me really good advice. Oh, Izzy, thank you for teaching me how to play. I remember I sent you like the first message of like, hey, I really want to try out, and like you were like totally cool. So thanks.
To all the staff as well, everybody, Sammy, Izzy, Stacy, all the percussion staff, Mr. Alvarez, Miss Dell.
Oh my gosh, I forgot to Mr. Alvarez. I'm so sorry. Me too. I'm so sorry.
They know you love them. All right.
Thank you Mr. Alvarez and Stella for everything they do. I think a lot of people underestimate like a lot of things that you do for this program. Yeah. Thank you so much for giving me like a really good experience since my freshman year.
Also, thank you to all my percussionists for really making me feel like I've been here all 4 years. You know, not been here just 2 years. The other seniors, it wasn't easy at first. You know, being a leader my first year in drumline, and a lot of the other seniors who knew more than I did really helped me learn the ways.
My co-section leader, Abby. Thank you for being the best co-section leader ever. This year only, Matthew and Rayanne. I was so excited for you guys to be here. It was really fun to have you guys here because I was like the only senior, and then you guys came. I was like, oh my God, thank God, because it was really fun for you guys to be there with me. So Evan, you were also a really great leader. I really hope you get to be drum major or whatever, the clarinet section leader, because I think you'd be really good at it as either, you know. Oh yeah, thank you Mr. Alvarez and Miss Dell. Thank you Mr. Alvarez for everything, because he let me become a section leader, and it was really fun to lead all the freshmen, and being with my friends that year, it was really fun. It was great to be a section leader this year. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Dell. I only knew you 1 year, but you seem pretty great. So yeah, thank you.
Thanks to the directors and instructors for teaching us to not be bad. And shout out to the leadership, because like the leadership group this year was like really nice, and I really liked everyone I worked with in leadership.
I just want to say thank you to you guys, because without you, band probably wouldn't have been fun. No offense, Mr. Alvarez. I would also like to thank Mr. Alvarez, because he puts up with me through everything, and I'm pretty sure he still likes me. So thank you for that, and Mr. S too.
And I'd like to thank my section, because I love you guys so much. You guys mean the world to me, and just thank you for making me a part of a family.
First, I'd like to thank every section that's let me become one of them, any section leaders that let me run a sectional for them, anyone that's let me write their opus music. Just all together, it's made high school so fun for me.
I'd like to start out by thanking my closest friends and family for being there for me for everything. Car rides to Baywinds, all the instances where you guys were there for me and supported me, it means the world. All the instructors who have made Gaither such an awesome experience. Firstly, with Mr. Alvarez and Miss Dell, you guys have done everything for us in this band program. Emily, Maria, Alex, Joey, Josh Fowler, all those people who made all the years so great for the percussion section. Speaking of percussion section, the percussion section, you guys have made these years so awesome, and being able to work with you guys has just been such an honor.
I wanted to thank Alvarez, Dell, Sammy, Emily, Maria, Alex, all the instructors that I've had for the past few years for bettering me as a person. It's showing me things that I couldn't have thought of before. Juliana for being there for me all the time.
I'd like to thank all the sections that I'm in for letting me in and then providing a second family for me. I'd like to thank all the instructors that have made me be able to grow as a musician, as a person.
I would like to thank all of my friends for supporting me and helping me gain the confidence that I didn't have at the beginning of the year. You've really all brought me out of my shell, and I thank you so much for that.